Hey, it's Sarah. In our previous lesson, we discussed various enrichments and use cases for CRM data. Now we're tackling a critical challenge that every revenue team faces: keeping your CRM fresh and up to date without constant manual maintenance. The reality is that data gets stale fast. Contact info changes, people switch jobs, companies evolve. If you're not actively refreshing your CRM data, your org is essentially flying blind. So in this lesson, we'll walk through how to set up dynamic contact lists that automatically identify when your data needs refreshing, and then use scheduled imports to keep everything current. By the end, you'll have a self-maintaining system that ensures your team is always working with the freshest possible data. Let's get started. Within your CRM, create an active or dynamic list and name it something like contacts due for enrichment refresh. Next, set up your filter criteria, i.e., last enrichment date is more than 30 days ago. You can adjust the time frame based on how often you want to refresh your data. The beauty of this approach is that your CRM is now automatically identifying which contacts need fresh data without any manual list building. Now we'll import this data into Clay to automatically pull in contacts that need refreshing. In Clay, create a new table or use an existing contacts table. Click Import and select your CRM integration to import your list. In Run settings, you can run this source on a schedule and set your preferred frequency, daily, weekly, or whatever makes sense for your data freshness needs. Clay will now automatically check your dynamic CRM list and import any new contacts that have aged into the refresh window. Select the active list you just created. Map the fields you want to import. Make sure to include contact ID, email, name, and your last enrichment date field. Now, as contacts age out of your freshest window and join the list, they'll automatically be refreshed. Next, create a column with a formula that changes the enrichment date to match the same format in your CRM. After enriching your contacts with fresh data, you want to push those updates back to your CRM. In the CRM Career Update action, make sure to update the last enrichment date field as well. Once this is all set up, your system runs completely hands-off. Every day, or whatever schedule you set, Clay checks your new CRM list. New contacts that need refreshing get automatically imported. They get enriched with fresh data. Those updates get pushed back to your CRM. The last enrichment date gets updated as well, and the cycle runs automatically. Here's why this approach is so powerful for revenue teams. First, it's completely automatic. Once set up, you never have to manually identify which contacts need refreshing or remember to run enrichment updates. Second, it's super cost efficient. You're only enriching contacts that actually need fresh data, not running expensive enrichments on contacts that were just updated last week. Third, it scales with your database. No matter how many contacts you have, the system works the exact same way and automatically handles the volume. Fourth, it makes sure your team is always operating with the most current information. The key takeaway here is that updating data should be proactive, not reactive. Most teams only realize their data is stale when an email bounces or a phone call doesn't go through. By then, you've already lost opportunities and wasted time on poor outreach. This dynamic refresh system flips that model. You're proactively maintaining data quality before it becomes a problem. Your CRM becomes a living, breathing database that automatically maintains itself rather than a static repository that slowly degrades over time. With this dynamic refresh system in place, you have transformed your CRM from a static database into a self-maintaining intelligence engine. Your contacts automatically stay fresh, your team always works with current data, and you're only spending enrichment credits where they actually matter. But enriched data sitting in your CRM doesn't drive revenue all by itself. The real value comes from taking action on that intelligence. Next up, we're covering how to turn all this enriched data into business outcomes through automated lead routing, sequence enrollment, and intelligent notifications that keep your team moving fast on the best opportunities. I'll catch you on the flip!